Welcome to Fame Wave, where we uncover the untold stories behind the glittering world of fame. Today, we dive deep into a side of Hollywood and rock and roll that you may not have seen before, a side marked by struggle, resilience, and sometimes tragedy. From the golden age of cinema to the rebellious spirit of rock music, many of the brightest stars in history faced battles with addiction that changed their lives forever. Some fought back and emerged stronger, while others tragically succumbed to their demons. These aren't just stories of downfall, they're lessons about the price of fame, the power of recovery, and the human condition beneath the spotlight. Join us as we explore 18 unforgettable tales of celebrities whose lives were forever altered by addiction. You'll discover how even the most talented individuals can be consumed by personal struggles, and how some found hope in the darkest moments. Are you ready? Number 1, Lil Peep. Lil Peep, born on November 1, 1996, was an influential rapper and singer who rose to fame in the late 2010s with his unique blend of emo rap, rock, and alternative music. His raw lyrics and emotional delivery resonated deeply with a generation struggling to find its voice, earning him a dedicated fanbase and cementing his place as one of the pioneers of the emo rap genre. Lil Peep's breakthrough came with tracks like Awful Things and Star Shopping, which showcased his ability to combine introspective songwriting with catchy melodies. He released his debut album, Come Over When You're Sober, PD1, in 2017, further solidifying his status as a rising star. Despite his rapid rise to success, Lil Peep openly discussed his struggles with drug addiction, often referencing substances like Xanax and fentanyl in his music. These battles were not just artistic expressions but reflections of his real-life challenges. On November 15, 2017, just days after celebrating his 21st birthday, Lil Peep passed away from an accidental overdose of Xanax mixed with fentanyl on a tour bus near Tucson, Arizona. The tragic event shocked fans worldwide and brought attention to the dangers of substance abuse, particularly among young artists. In his short career, Lil Peep left behind a legacy that transcended his music. He inspired countless musicians and listeners alike, becoming a symbol of authenticity and vulnerability in an increasingly commercialized industry. Though his life ended prematurely, his impact continues to be felt through his discography and the movement he helped create. Today, Lil Peep is remembered not only for his groundbreaking sound but also as a cautionary tale about the importance of mental health awareness and addressing addiction early. Number 2, Stephen King. Stephen King is one of the most renowned horror writers in the world, known for his ability to craft spine-chilling stories that have captivated readers globally. Behind his literary genius, however, lies a personal struggle with addiction that nearly derailed his career and life. Stephen King battled severe alcoholism and cocaine addiction during the height of his fame, relying on these substances as a crutch while writing some of his most iconic works. His addiction escalated to the point where he feared sobriety would hinder his creativity, believing that drugs and alcohol were essential to fueling his writing process. However, as his dependency grew, it began to affect both his personal relationships and professional output. The toll of his substance abuse became undeniable, prompting his family to stage an intervention in 1987. They presented him with a bag of drug paraphernalia they had collected from their home, confronting him with the reality of his addiction. Determined to reclaim his life and preserve his legacy, King entered rehabilitation and committed himself fully to recovery. With the support of his loved ones and sheer willpower, he managed to overcome his addiction. Since then, Stephen King has proven that sobriety did not diminish his creative abilities but instead enhanced them. He continued to produce masterpieces such as The Green Mile and Bag of Bones, reaffirming his status as a literary icon. Today, Stephen King stands as a testament to resilience and determination, showing that even those at the pinnacle of success can face profound challenges, and emerge stronger on the other side. His journey serves as an inspiration to millions who struggle with addiction, proving that recovery is possible and can lead to renewed success and fulfillment. Number 3, Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland was the lead vocalist of Stone Temple Pilots, a band renowned for its powerful hits like Plush and Interstate Love Song. Behind his magnetic stage presence and soulful voice lay a long-standing battle with heroin addiction that ultimately led to his untimely death. Weiland's struggle with drugs began during the peak of his fame in the 1990s, as he turned to substances to cope with the pressures of success and personal demons. His addiction not only affected his professional life but also strained his relationships with bandmates and those close to him. Despite achieving massive success with Stone Temple Pilots, including multiple Grammy nominations, Scott's dependency on heroin became increasingly apparent, often resulting in erratic behavior and missed performances. In an effort to regain control of his life, Weiland entered rehab multiple times, even managing short periods of sobriety. However, his battle with addiction proved relentless, following him into his later projects such as Velvet Revolver, a supergroup featuring former members of Guns N' Roses. Despite these efforts, his substance abuse continued to overshadow his career and personal life. Tragically, Scott Weiland passed away at the age of 48 in December 2015 after being found unresponsive on a tour bus. The official cause of death was determined to be a combination of cocaine, alcohol, and heroin, a devastating end to a life filled with both incredible talent and profound struggles. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the destructive power of addiction, even for those who achieve great heights in their careers. Number 4, Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney was an iconic figure from old Hollywood, beloved for his charm and memorable performances in both film and television. Despite his success and enduring career spanning several decades, Rooney faced significant personal challenges that affected his life off-screen, including a dependency on sleeping pills. This addiction stemmed from the immense pressures of fame and the demanding nature of the entertainment industry during his time. Rooney's reliance on sleeping pills began as a way to cope with stress and exhaustion, particularly during periods of intense work schedules. His stepson, Chris Aber, revealed that Rooney's medication use was so extensive that it required a shopping bag to carry all the prescriptions he received weekly. This excessive consumption of drugs exacerbated his mood swings and contributed to abusive behavior toward his eighth wife, further complicating his already tumultuous personal life. While Rooney publicly denied allegations of drug use, private accounts suggest otherwise. Behind the scenes, his addiction and volatile personality created tension with those around him, tarnishing his otherwise shining image. The impact of these personal struggles extended into his professional life, affecting his reputation and relationships within the industry. Despite this, Rooney remained a celebrated figure throughout his career, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both his remarkable talent and the darker aspects of his life. Tragically, Mickey Rooney passed away in 2014 at the age of 93, but his story serves as a reminder of the hidden struggles many stars face beneath the surface of glamour and success. Number 5, Richard Burton. Richard Burton was a classical actor renowned for his powerful stage performances and iconic film roles. Despite his immense talent and success, Burton struggled deeply with alcoholism throughout his life, a battle that significantly impacted both his personal relationships and professional career. His love for alcohol became almost as legendary as his acting prowess, with reports of his heavy drinking well documented in Hollywood circles. Professionally, Burton's alcoholism had a mixed impact. On one hand, it sometimes fueled the intense, passionate performances that audiences and critics adored. On the other hand, it led to inconsistency in his work, causing delays and disruptions on set. Over the years, his persistent drinking began to erode his once stellar reputation. Directors and producers grew wary of his unpredictable nature, though many still worked with him due to his undeniable talent and box office appeal. Despite earning substantial sums throughout his career, Burton's lavish spending habits, particularly on expensive gifts for his wife Elizabeth Taylor, coupled with his drinking, led to considerable financial strain. His lifestyle was extravagant, and he was known for his generosity, which, while admirable, was detrimental to his finances. He suffered numerous health problems related to his drinking, including cirrhosis of the liver and kidney issues. Richard Burton passed away in 1984 at the age of 58 from a cerebral hemorrhage, a condition undoubtedly worsened by years of alcohol abuse. His death was seen as a tragic end to the life of one of the greatest actors of his generation, whose potential was continually compromised by his struggles with addiction. Despite his demons, Burton remains celebrated for his contributions to theater and film, leaving behind a legacy marked by both extraordinary talent and profound personal challenges. Number 6. Nikki Sixx. Nikki Sixx is best known as the bassist and songwriter for the legendary 1980s rock band Motley Crue. Behind his energetic performances and deep lyrics, Sixx faced a harrowing battle with heroin addiction that nearly cost him his life. His struggle with drugs became public in 1987 when he suffered a near-fatal overdose, clinically declared dead for several minutes before being revived by paramedics. This incident marked one of the darkest moments in his life but also served as a turning point. Despite this close call, Sixx's journey to recovery was not immediate. It took years of fighting his addiction, multiple stints in rehab, and personal reflection for him to finally achieve sobriety. In the process, he channeled his experiences into music and writing, becoming an advocate for those struggling with similar issues. He documented his raw and unfiltered story in his memoir The Heroin Diaries, which provides a detailed account of his descent into addiction and eventual climb back to sobriety. Today, Nikki Sixx is not only sober but also continues to create music, both with Motley Crue and as a solo artist. His openness about his past struggles has inspired countless fans, proving that even after hitting rock bottom, it's possible to rebuild your life and use painful experiences to help others. Through his music, books, and public appearances, Sixx remains a voice of hope and resilience in the world of rock and beyond. Number 7. Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD, born on December 2, 1997, was an American rapper, singer, and songwriter who rose to fame with his unique blend of hip-hop, emo rap, and melodic styles. His breakthrough came in 2018 with the massive hit, Lucid Dreams, which peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and solidified his place as one of the most prominent voices in modern music. The Chicago native released several successful albums, including Death Race for Love, 2019, and Legends Never Die, 2020, the latter becoming the first album to debut with over 490 million global streams in its first week. Despite his rapid rise to stardom, Juice WRLD openly discussed his battles with drug addiction, particularly opioids like oxycodone and codeine, which he often referenced in his lyrics. Tragically, his life ended prematurely on December 8, 2019, when he suffered a fatal seizure after landing at Chicago's Midway Airport. An autopsy revealed that his death was caused by an accidental overdose involving a combination of opioids and benzodiazepines. Authorities later discovered approximately 70 pounds of marijuana, 6 bottles of liquid prescription codeine cough syrup, and 3 firearms on the private plane he arrived on. At just 21 years old, Juice WRLD left behind a legacy not only as a talented artist but also as a cautionary tale about the dangers of substance abuse, even for those at the height of their fame. Number 8. Lemmy Kilmister. Lemmy Kilmister was an iconic figure in the world of heavy metal, best known as the lead vocalist and bassist for the legendary band Motorhead. With hits like Ace of Spades and Overkill, Lemmy became a symbol of rock and roll excess, embodying the hard-living lifestyle that defined the genre. His deep voice, rebellious attitude, and signature look inspired generations of musicians and fans alike. Throughout his life, Lemmy was notorious for his excessive consumption of alcohol and drugs, particularly amphetamines. Unlike many of his contemporaries who succumbed to addiction earlier in their careers, Lemmy managed to sustain this intense lifestyle well into his 60s and 70s, performing almost until the very end. He often joked about his habits, famously saying that speed, amphetamine, was his primary substance of choice because it didn't interfere with his ability to play music. However, despite his resilience, the long-term effects of his lifestyle began to catch up with him later in life. In addition to his drug use, Lemmy was also a heavy drinker, and his daily routine included consuming large quantities of alcohol. While his partying ways became part of his legend, they undoubtedly took a toll on his health. Despite this, he remained an enduring presence in the music industry, continuing to tour and record new material even as his body showed signs of wear. Tragically, Lemmy Kilmister passed away on December 28, 2015, at the age of 70, just 2 days after being diagnosed with aggressive cancer. His death marked the end of an era for fans of heavy metal and rock and roll, leaving behind a legacy as both a musical pioneer and a larger-than-life character. Though his lifestyle may have contributed to his untimely demise, Lemmy's impact on the world of music will never be forgotten, serving as both a cautionary tale and a celebration of unbridled passion for life and music. Number 9. David Selznick. David Selznick was the mastermind behind the cinematic masterpiece Gone with the Wind, a film that broke records and earned an impressive 10 Oscars. However, behind the scenes of this iconic production lay a darker side to Selznick's professional life. Known for his intense work ethic and relentless determination, Selznick was also heavily dependent on Benzedrine, a stimulant he used to power through the demanding hours of film production. His addiction to Benzedrine became notorious in Hollywood circles, with stories circulating about his unconventional methods of consuming the drug. It was said that Selznick would crush the tablets and lick the pieces from his palm to maintain his energy during the grueling production process. While this drug-fueled work ethic translated into relentless focus and drive on set, it also manifested in less positive ways. Selznick became known for his bullying behavior and obsessive focus on actresses' appearances, making life difficult for many working on his productions. The pressure he exerted on cast and crew, fueled by his dependency on Benzedrine, created a tense and challenging atmosphere on set. His erratic behavior and high expectations often left those around him feeling overwhelmed and stressed. Despite Gone with the Wind achieving unprecedented success, its creation came at a significant cost, leaving a mixed legacy. While Selznick produced one of the most celebrated films in cinema history, his methods and personal struggles cast a shadow over his achievements, revealing the darker side of the pressures faced in Hollywood. Number 10. Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid is a beloved comedic actor known for his charming performances and wholesome image, but behind the scenes, he faced a significant battle with cocaine addiction during the early years of his career. His struggle began in the 1980s when he became swept up in the cocaine culture that was prevalent in Hollywood at the time. By 1987, while starring in films like The Big Easy, Quaid's cocaine use had escalated to the point where he was surviving on barely an hour of sleep each night due to his dependency on the drug. Realizing the dangers of his addiction, Quaid took a courageous step in 1990 by admitting his problem to his then-wife, Elizabeth Ashby, and checking himself into rehab for cocaine addiction. This decision marked a turning point in his life and career. While the road to recovery wasn't easy, Quaid remained committed to overcoming his addiction. He and his wife faced additional challenges, including a difficult and public divorce, which added another layer of complexity to his journey. However, Quaid stayed focused on his sobriety, stating that this period marked the end of his love affair with me and cocaine. Since overcoming his addiction, Dennis Quaid has maintained his sobriety and rebuilt both his career and personal life. He continued to deliver memorable performances in films such as The Parent Trap and Frequency, proving that it's possible to rise above past struggles and achieve lasting success. His story stands as an inspiration to many, showcasing resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Number 11. Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is a renowned singer, songwriter, and record producer who has captivated global audiences with his chart-topping hits like Uptown Funk and Just the Way You Are. Despite his immense success and talent, Mars faced a setback in 2010 when he was found in possession of cocaine. At the time, the incident could have severely impacted his burgeoning career, but Bruno took responsibility for his actions by accepting a plea deal. As part of the legal agreement, Mars paid a $2,000 fine and completed 200 hours of community service to clear his name. While initially claiming it was his first time using drugs, he later admitted during an interview that this wasn't entirely true, attributing the incident to youthful indiscretion and the influence of alcohol. This experience served as a turning point for him, and he has since spoken candidly about his struggles, showcasing his growth and willingness to learn from past mistakes. Today, Bruno Mars continues to thrive both personally and professionally, leaving behind the chaos of his earlier missteps. His ability to address his issues head-on and move forward has not only helped him rebuild his reputation but also connected him more deeply with fans who appreciate his honesty and resilience. Number 12. Zac Efron. Zac Efron, best known for his breakout role in High School Musical, became a household name during the late 2000s as a talented actor and singer. However, behind the scenes, Efron faced personal challenges with substance abuse that threatened to derail his promising career. His struggles with alcohol and drugs began to surface publicly in the early 2010s, coinciding with a period of intense media scrutiny and pressure from fame. In 2013, Efron hit rock bottom after a series of incidents that highlighted the extent of his addiction. He was arrested for driving under the influence, DUI, and later admitted to struggling with cocaine use. Recognizing the severity of his situation, Efron made the courageous decision to seek help. He entered a rehabilitation facility to address both his alcohol and drug issues, marking a turning point in his life. Efron's journey to recovery was not without its challenges, but he remained committed to overcoming his addiction. With the support of therapy, friends, and family, he gradually rebuilt his life and career. In interviews following his recovery, Efron spoke candidly about his struggles, attributing them to youthful indiscretion and the pressures of sudden fame. He emphasized the importance of learning from mistakes and using difficult experiences as opportunities for growth. Today, Zac Efron has successfully reclaimed his career, starring in notable films like The Greatest Showman and Baywatch. His transformation serves as an inspiration to many, proving that it is possible to overcome addiction and emerge stronger on the other side. By sharing his story, Efron has become a symbol of resilience and hope for those facing similar battles. Number 13. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most celebrated television personalities in history, known for her influential talk show The Oprah Winfrey Show and her role as a media mogul, actress, and philanthropist. Despite her immense success and positive public image, Oprah faced personal challenges early in her life, including a battle with crack cocaine addiction during her younger years. In a candid revelation during an episode of her show focused on women struggling with drug addiction, Oprah admitted to her own past struggles with crack cocaine. She explained that her addiction was linked to a toxic relationship she was in at the time, where she and her partner would use drugs together. This experience led to one of her biggest regrets, surrendering her personal power to someone else. Recognizing the destructive path she was on, Oprah made the decision to break free from her addiction and take control of her life. With determination and support, Oprah overcame her dependency on drugs and went on to achieve extraordinary success. Her ability to rise above her struggles became a defining aspect of her career, allowing her to connect deeply with audiences who admired her resilience and authenticity. Today, Oprah Winfrey stands as a symbol of hope and inspiration, proving that it is possible to overcome personal demons and achieve greatness. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that no matter how difficult the past may be, it does not define one's future. Number 14. Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy was a talented actress and singer who rose to fame with her captivating performances in films like Clueless, 8 Mile, and Don't Say a Word. Despite her success and charm, Murphy faced significant personal challenges that were hidden from public view. Behind the scenes, she struggled deeply with drug addiction, which ultimately led to her untimely death. Murphy's addiction issues began to surface during her early years in Hollywood, where the pressures of fame and the fast-paced lifestyle of the entertainment industry took their toll on her. Reports suggested that she experimented with various substances, including heroin and cocaine. Her noticeable weight loss and erratic behavior fueled concerns about potential drug abuse, but these issues were often overshadowed by her work and public appearances. In 2009, at the young age of 32, Brittany Murphy passed away under tragic circumstances. The official cause of death was ruled as an accidental overdose, likely due to a combination of prescription medications found near her bedside. This shocking event left fans and colleagues devastated, as it marked the premature end of a promising career and life filled with potential. Friends and family later revealed that Murphy had developed a dependency on pain medication following cosmetic surgeries, which became a pathway to more serious substance abuse. While the exact details of her struggles remain unclear, her story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of addiction, even for those who appear to have it all. Murphy's legacy continues to inspire through her memorable performances, but her life also highlights the hidden battles many celebrities face beneath the surface of fame. Number 15. Jeff Conaway. Jeff Conaway was a versatile actor and singer, best known for his roles in Grease as Kenickie and as Bobby Wheeler in the TV series Taxi. Despite his successful career in both film and television, Conaway faced a long and difficult battle with opioid addiction that ultimately led to his untimely death. His struggle with substances began during the 1980s when he turned to prescription painkillers to cope with chronic back pain caused by an injury sustained while performing stunts for a TV show. Over time, his reliance on opioids escalated, leading to addiction. Conaway's dependency not only affected his personal life but also strained his professional career, causing him to miss work and struggle with maintaining consistent roles in Hollywood. Determined to overcome his addiction, Jeff Conaway sought help multiple times, even appearing on the reality show Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew in 2010. During the show, he openly discussed his battles with cocaine, alcohol, and prescription opioids, revealing the depth of his struggles. However, despite several attempts at recovery, Conaway found it challenging to stay sober due to ongoing health issues and the severity of his addiction. In May 2011, at the age of 60, Jeff Conaway passed away from complications related to his addiction. The official cause of death was listed as pneumonia and kidney failure, conditions exacerbated by years of substance abuse. His tragic end served as a stark reminder of how addiction can devastate even the most talented individuals, leaving behind a legacy marred by personal demons alongside his contributions to entertainment. Number 16. Joanna Moore. Joanna Moore was a prominent actress of the 1950s, known for her striking beauty and talent, starring in over 17 feature films and making numerous television appearances throughout her career. Despite her success on screen, Moore faced significant personal challenges that ultimately overshadowed her professional achievements. Behind the scenes, she struggled deeply with addiction to amphetamines and alcohol, which took a toll on both her personal life and health. Moore's descent into substance abuse began as she sought ways to cope with the pressures of fame and the demands of Hollywood's high-energy environment. Her dependency on amphetamines started as a means to maintain her stamina and manage stress but soon spiraled into a full-blown addiction. Coupled with heavy drinking, these substances became central to her daily life, affecting her relationships and career trajectory. In 1970, recognizing the severity of her situation, Moore attempted to seek help for her addiction. However, less than a year later, she was arrested for drunk driving, leading to the loss of custody of her children and further complicating her personal life. Her marriage to actor Ryan O'Neal in 1963 produced 2 children, Tatum and Griffin, but as O'Neal's career flourished, Joanna's declined, deepening her depression and reliance on drugs and alcohol. In an effort to find purpose, she relocated her family to a rundown ranch where she tried to care for troubled youths. Unfortunately, this period was marked by chaos and neglect, as described by her daughter Tatum, who revealed the extent of her mother's addiction and its impact on their home life. Joanna Moore's long battle with addiction continued to affect her health and relationships until her later years. A lifelong smoker, her substance abuse likely exacerbated her risk of developing serious health issues. Tragically, she passed away in 1997 at the age of 62 from lung cancer, bringing a sad end to a once promising career and highlighting the destructive consequences of her struggles with addiction. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the hidden battles many celebrities face beneath the surface of their public personas. Number 17. Corey Haim. Corey Haim was a beloved comedic actor and one of the most recognizable child stars of the 1980s, known for his roles in films like The Lost Boys and License to Drive. Behind his charming on-screen presence, however, Haim faced a long and difficult battle with drug addiction that began during his teenage years and ultimately contributed to his untimely death. Haim's struggles with substance abuse were closely linked to the pressures of early fame and the fast-paced lifestyle of Hollywood. As he rose to stardom, he became involved with drugs such as cocaine and prescription medications, which he used as a way to cope with the stress and isolation that came with his career. Despite claims of overcoming his addiction after a family vacation in 1989, Haim's journey was far from over. Over the years, he cycled through rehabilitation centers multiple times, attempting to regain control of his life but repeatedly relapsing into addiction. By 2001, Corey Haim had entered rehab up to 15 times, highlighting the depth of his struggle with dependency on prescription pills and other substances. His health continued to deteriorate, and while drugs were not the direct cause of his death, they played a significant role in weakening his body and mind. In the final days of his life, it was reported that he illegally obtained hundreds of prescription pills, underscoring the severity of his ongoing battle. Tragically, Corey Haim passed away on March 5, 2010, at the age of 38. The official cause of death was listed as pneumonia, but the toxicology report revealed a cocktail of drugs in his system, including cocaine, methamphetamine, and various prescription medications. His death served as a stark reminder of the hidden struggles many child stars face as they grow older and the devastating consequences of addiction, even for those who once shone brightly in the entertainment world. Number 18, Ryan O'Neal. Ryan O'Neal was a classic Hollywood actor, renowned for his performances in films like Love Story and Peyton Place. Despite his undeniable talent and charm, which captivated audiences throughout his career, O'Neal's personal life was marred by struggles with alcoholism and a series of controversial incidents that left a mixed legacy between success and turmoil. O'Neal's battle with alcohol began early in his life and continued to affect both his professional and personal relationships over the years. His drinking became increasingly problematic, contributing to a volatile personality and erratic behavior. Reports suggest that he introduced his son Griffin to cocaine at a young age, leading to accusations of neglect and abuse within his own family. This decision, according to Griffin, had devastating consequences on his life, further complicating an already dysfunctional family dynamic. The actor's reputation was also tarnished by allegations of violent outbursts, including firing a gun at Griffin during one heated argument. These incidents, combined with his heavy drinking, painted a troubling picture of O'Neal's personal life. While he achieved significant success in his career, earning accolades and a place in Hollywood history, his addiction and abusive behavior cast a long shadow over his accomplishments. Despite the controversies and challenges, Ryan O'Neal remains a notable figure in the entertainment industry, leaving behind a body of work that includes some of cinema's most memorable films. However, his legacy is bittersweet, a testament to both his incredible talent and the personal demons he struggled with throughout his life. His story serves as a reminder of how even the brightest stars can face darkness off-screen, leaving behind a complex and often contradictory legacy. And so, as we reach the end of this journey into the lives of these incredible yet flawed individuals, one thing becomes clear: fame and fortune can't shield anyone from the devastating grip of addiction. From Hollywood legends like Marilyn Monroe and Judy Garland to rock icons such as Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix, their stories remind us that even the brightest stars can fall prey to personal demons. While some tragically lost their battles, others rose above their struggles, proving that recovery is possible with determination, support, and resilience. Their journeys serve as both cautionary tales and sources of inspiration, showing us that life is far more valuable than any high or low it may bring. As you reflect on these stories, remember that behind every glittering spotlight lies a human being fighting their own battles. Let's honor their legacies by learning from their experiences and spreading awareness about the dangers of addiction. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the darker side of fame, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fame Wave for more untold stories about the world's most iconic celebrities. Until next time, thank you for watching, and let's keep the conversation going.